want to have a candid conversation with the brothers out here. Let me explain something to you very simply, okay? Never underestimate the determination of a Jellyback simp. There's some dude in a relationship married to someone right now. There's a dude sitting on the sideline just waiting. When that marriage fails, I'm going to get my chance to date her. Look at the Boyce Watkins of this world. Women like Keke Palmer and all of them. Look at Meg Thee Stallion. Have a dude locked up, buried in jail. Clay Thompson over there, simping, dating her. Does he look at her past? No, these Jellybacks there's a level of it. Richard Lawson waited for like 30, 40 years before he got a hold of Beyonce's mom, and she ended up divorcing him because, of course, she's an alpha widow. And once you've tasted the alpha, she cannot go back. She cannot go backwards until she's just walking around here looking like the Crypt Keeper. And maybe then she can probably settle for, a Jellyback. The determination of these simps is undescribable. They will do anything. They will delete you. Simps are destroyers of community. The Jellybacks. The Jellyback simp is a destroyer. They come in here all the time attacking men, attacking masculinity, living the hope strategy. Many of these men's content creators in the men's spaces, red pill guys, not all of them, there's some good ones, are a bunch of bitch ass Jellyback simps behind closed doors. If you know these brothers, they're the most simpy. Everything they say they don't do, they do. From the single moms to whatever else. They all say they don't trick, they trick. Lying bastards on the internet. See, with me, A Peaceful Life, I make content because I have no reason to lie to you. For what? I ain't selling you shit. If they delete my YouTube channel today, I don't give a rat's ass. I'll be probably sitting on some island, chilling, sipping on some pina colada. So I have no reason to sell you bullshit for YouTube content and likes. You might not like my ass, but I'm not a damn liar. I don't live a fake life. This is my life. I'm a bachelor. I live a simple, peaceful life. I'm in love with peace. But then look at Holly Berry, 1,000 years old. Now she has a product, that Castro GTX super high synthetic lubricant that she sells for, worn out box. And there's a simp in the bed with her. Look at him. Sad reality. So these women always have a fallback. We live in a gynocracy, gentlemen. No one gives a rat's ass about you. Just understand it. Not your family may love you and whatever else. We need to stop lying to ourselves, okay? These women have rescue plans. They go to the church. They tell the pastor, they get repent of their sins, and the pastor tell them Jesus has forgiven you for all that heavily vicious and vigorous pounding you've experienced over the years. And they're born again virgins. And now with 2, 3 kids or 30, 20 bodies. I'm not hating on the ladies. Ladies, I love you. I'm just talking to the fellas. Now she's born again and she wants a husband to pay 100% of the bills, and she wants a man, and the pastor says to you, hey, that's a good woman. The religious right and the conservatives will tell you, they love these, Tommy Lauren type, doll-looking women or sexy women because, again, religion and conservatism and hot body, men get intoxicated because of their, desire to have sex. At the end of the day, there's always somebody waiting at the end of the rainbow. It's a gynocracy. It's a gynocentric environment. We're infested with simps. That's why they attack the channel all the time. They come at me. I'm only the message. I'm just putting information. I don't offer these guys a solution. There's no solution. There's only trade-offs. I tell you the truth. These women ain't changing for nothing. Not in this Western society that's cropped up and propped up. The government needs babies, period. And it needs women to spend. The economy needs their spending. That's not going to change because women respond to actions and behavior, straight and power. So now guys not dating, or you saw when the government shut down all those best benefits with the SNAP and the food stamps and the Section 8 and shit. Now they respond to that like, oh shit, they got rid of all them DEI programs. They respond to that because that affects their life and affect them to live a life that's free from being under the leadership of men. Because before that, they don't need no man. I don't need no man. I got the government. Big Daddy government's my man. The society, the economy, women do a lot of spending, spend a lot of money. So they need things to work so well. So at the end of the day, it's going to cater to women, women's needs. So I mean, it's hopeful thinking. That's why men need to live life on their own terms. You got to be careful with these content creators, man. If you were to put a private eye on these content creators, and follow them, all the things they talk about, they actually probably do the opposite of that. You're probably listening to an absolute bitch. You follow him around with a PI, you'll find that he's doing everything he say he doesn't do, especially these dating and relationship guru guys and whatever. I don't sell men game for chicken heads. I sell guys game for self-protection, knowledge, understanding the environment that we in and making adaptation. I sell adaptation. I sell the program upgrade that men need to operate for. And if you get into marriage or whatever you get into, know the pitfalls of life, know the side, and you navigate them with knowledge. You're not living a fantasy world. Life comes with risk, period. But what I don't sell is God. This is who I am. This is what I live. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I don't have all these products to sell you, because can't sell you garbage. Because then I have to live with the fact that I gave you bad information. That's why you don't see me on here pandering to women. Because I have look, I have a belief. I ain't burning in hell for lying to somebody. Now she's miserable, fat, and in the basement. Derek Jackson and them can do that shit. They can live with that. Women ain't never gonna get no man that they want to marry them. They'll get that Jellyback at the end of the rainbow, but they despise him. That's why they wait till they're 70 plus years old to finally say, all right, come on, Jellyback. He's probably, not no disrespect to Boyce Watkins, but the Boyce Watkins type guy. She wouldn't touch in her 20s. She wait till she get three kids, and then she's doing the Castro GTX lube like Holly Berry to get married. But they don't really want that guy. So Keke Palmer and the rest of them, that's why we got to stop underestimating these simps. Even when I see them overseas. You ever go into even like some of these districts overseas and you see dudes undermining each other, fighting over 304s, making videos, battling each other over 304s and shit like that? The mindset and the mentality of these guys, it's an internal thing. It's a self-esteem thing. It's a self-esteem problem. That's not correct. It's a scarcity mentality. It's a mindset of a mentality that's been formed by a gynocentric environment. Strong fathers haven't been in the homes in years. The culture, the system, Hollywood, the government has tried to make men more feminized and serving to women. The culture, everything reverses back to what benefits women, what empowers women, what's better for women. Even the women online are gaslighting value. Most of these women are Shin leftover women. Don't get me wrong. I'll be a liar. I consume the leftover women. I love them. But at the end of the day, I'll be a lying son of a bitch. That's one thing about me. I don't lie about that shit. You know what I'm saying? These guys are full of shit. At the end of the rainbow, it's a Jellyback simp waiting. Richard Lawson type guy, Klay Thompson and the rest of them. Oh, I'm getting my hand on some of that box. They are controlled by pre-owned. Their whole life is about pre-owned. All they talk about, level up, become this man, become that man. It's all to acquire pre-owned. Stop the bullshit. Come on. If you put a pre-eye on most of these red pill, look, I like some of these guys. They make good content. They all are paying in some way or another, because that's all they talk about. They come on here, but do this or do that, or man got to do this, or man for pre-owned. Become the best version of man for yourself. Live life on your own terms. Get in relationships with a clear understanding, a contract, an understanding with a woman. Develop real relationships with people. But the bullshit that's being sold, don't think that these women are going to, in a gynocentric environment with social media feeding the delusion. How do you think OnlyFans exist? When we saw what they think 87% of the people on OnlyFans is married men? You think OnlyFans exists because there ain't a bunch of jellybacks out here? Who the hell pays a virtual woman to look at her? Man, I don't support any of this stuff. But if I'm paying for something, I'm putting my hands on some hips. There's going to be some serious pounding out here. There ain't going to be no internet shit. I don't like women's content or like women's social media page. Kick rocks. You can boost your self-esteem. Go to the gym or go find something. Find some talent or something. Now, if you do something that's talented or requires intellectual capability, I may like it. But just out here putting thirst traps on the internet, or who pays for digital crap from women? That's the ultimate simp jellyback activity. You can't complain about women if you want OnlyFans account. As far as I'm concerned, who the hell? I have more respect for a damn trick like Uncle Earl, who at least he puts his hands on something. I'm not supporting any of this activity, so don't come to me with YouTube, whatever. At least that's manly. I mean, the brothels have existed forever. You see, watch a Western movie, the guy who rides into town, the percentage of men that are married, they stay on that side. The men that go to the brothels, they enjoy themselves, and then they go back out to the range and get their ass to work. I respect that guy. But a guy sitting around in his living room, playing with his meat, looking at a digital image of a woman on the line, there's something freaking mentally wrong with you. Go seek out help from the kosher clinician. I don't care if you jellybacks can leave all the hateful comments. You are something, that's the most anti-masculine, not even normal for somebody to be watching a digital image. No wonder these young girls want to get on OnlyFans and make these accounts. Of course, there's a lot of money to be paid from jellybacks in their basement. OnlyFans? What the hell is that? Anyhow, madness. That's the problem. And you think one of those jellybacks is not waiting at the end of the rainbow for some worn out 304 or some leftover woman? Look, and I'd be a liar. I consume leftover women, but I don't consume them on the terms that they want. That's why I'm a single guy. You know what I'm saying? But the jellybacks, they can muscle them into marriage and doing all that stuff because, again, you know, those guys, they're just desperate. They're just like, oh my God, finally, she wouldn't date me at 22, but man, she's a little older, but I want to get my hands on that. You can't help these dudes, man. You're wasting your time. Don't think that they don't have any parachute plan. Yeah, you know, unless there's an apocalyptic reset, the conservatives are going to save them. The government's going to save them. The liberals are going to save them. Simps and jellybacks are going to save them. What do you think is going to happen to them? This is gynocracy. The economy needs their spending. Anyhow, salute to you, gentlemen. Peace and blessings to you. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Make sure nobody takes care of you like you, gentlemen. You know? All we can ask for is the truth. Honesty. That's why people, as much as they despise or like that, people like people who tell the truth. Regardless, I mean, men, real men. Even women respect truth tellers. You know, maybe they're looking at me a peaceful life and they want to hit me with a belt, but they know I'm not lying. They'll call me all kinds of names. You know, Gary Coleman or Mr. Cooper, whatever the hell they want to call me. But they will never say I'm a liar. They will call me a loser, a simp, or lame, or whatever the hell they call. I don't give a rat's ass. Nobody's putting any direct deposits in my account. Give a damn what you think. But they'll call me all kinds of names, but they'll never call me a liar. And that's the difference, you see? So I don't care what else they call me because they know what I'm saying is true. And that's the fundamental problem out here. We have too many people selling bullshit on the internet. You know, lying to men, selling hope strategies, you know, not really educating them on the realities of the day so they can make informed, educated decisions from a position of power and strength. Know what the road is, navigate it properly, make smart decisions. You know, I think I need to get a locals account going because we're going to get into more of the strategic things and planning. And especially I need to help some of the guys who are going through issues with child custody, child support, marriage, divorce, get them brothers back up on their feet, get them going and, you know, get them producing, get them more productive and get them in the right direction. I got to talk to my brother, the coach of the condition this morning. I'll try and figure out some of this stuff because he's a licensed therapist. We'll figure this shit out. But don't think that these broads, they're protected by this gynocracy. In 1,000 years, they'll be aging, and there's always some jellyback at the end of the rainbow. Guys, make sure you hit the like, and we'll have more content coming your way. Peace and blessings, gentlemen. I'm out. Hit the like button. It's free.